a caravan of 50 camels wound its way across the endless golden desert, carrying merchants, travelers, guards, and priceless cargo that included silk, spices, gold coins, gemstones, rare medicines, and fine fabrics destined for the prosperous city of Al-Nur. At its head rode the wise caravan master Hassan, who had crossed the desert many times and warned everyone that danger often hid beneath the silent dunes. Unknown to the travelers, a notorious band of robbers called the Sand Wolves had been watching them for days from rocky hills overlooking the caravan route. Their leader, Rayyan, was a clever strategist who believed that patience was more valuable than brute strength. Instead of attacking immediately, he studied the caravan's movements, counted the guards, noted their camp routine, and waited for the perfect moment. On the third night, when the caravan stopped beside a small oasis surrounded by palm trees, the merchants lit campfires, shared stories, cooked meals, and eventually fell asleep under a sky filled with countless stars. As midnight arrived, Rayyan quietly led 20 masked robbers toward the camp. Half of them silently captured the guards without causing bloodshed, while the others cut loose the camels carrying the richest cargo. Before anyone realized what was happening, the robbers had surrounded the sleeping camp. Rayyan stepped into the firelight and calmly announced that no one would be harmed if everyone remained peaceful and surrendered their valuables. Frightened by the sudden attack and seeing that resistance would only endanger innocent lives, the merchants handed over chests of gold, silver jewelry, silk rolls, spices, and precious gems. Within minutes, the Sand Wolves loaded the treasure onto their horses and camels and disappeared into the darkness, leaving the shocked caravan behind. At dawn, Hassan gathered his people and discovered that although much of their wealth had been stolen, everyone was alive. Determined to recover the goods, he organized a small group of skilled trackers who followed the robbers' footprints across the dunes. Meanwhile, the Sand Wolves celebrated their successful robbery in a hidden canyon where they divided the treasure. While sorting through the stolen cargo, Rayyan found a beautifully carved wooden chest that he expected to contain more jewels. Instead, he discovered letters, children's drawings, and records showing that much of the caravan's supplies and wealth had been collected to rebuild villages destroyed by drought and to deliver medicine to sick families living beyond the desert. Reading the letters changed something inside him. He realized that although the merchants were wealthy, many of the supplies belonged to ordinary people who had already suffered greatly. That night, unable to ignore his conscience, Rayyan secretly gathered his most trusted companions and admitted that they had crossed a line by taking goods meant for innocent families. Robbers mocked him and insisted that treasure was treasure, while others agreed that there should be limits even among outlaws. The disagreement nearly split the gang, but Rayyan remained firm. Before sunrise, the Sand Wolves rode back toward the caravan's trail, carrying wagons filled with food, medicine, tools, and other essential supplies. When they met Hassan again, the merchants prepared for another battle. But instead, the robbers unloaded the supplies and returned everything intended for the villages, while keeping only a small share of gold taken from wealthy traders. Hassan was surprised by the unexpected act and thanked Rayyan for showing mercy. The robbers then disappeared into the desert once more, leaving behind a story that spread from city to city. Some people remembered the Sand Wolves as fearless thieves who carried out the greatest caravan robbery in years, while others remembered them as men who discovered that compassion was worth more than stolen treasure. For generations, travelers crossing the Golden Desert told the tale of the night the famous caravan was robbed, and how a single decision transformed a band of feared outlaws into legends whose names would never be forgotten.